The advent and frenzy around AI has raised the specter of all the risks that are attendant to its use. Certainly the ability of illicit actors, criminal actors, state actors to use AI to amplify their capabilities, certainly to access the financial system and to engage in fraud. And that's been the topic of a lot of conversations, a lot of conferences, and certainly a lot of literature out there. I think those risks are real. I think the ability of bad actors to get access to technology easily on the dark marketplaces and to share experience allows for low barrier to entry in this space, where AI can be used to blunt force attack systems, reinforce fraudulent schemes, eventually use deep fakes in more sophisticated ways to circumvent controls, authentication of identity, and also to amplify very sophisticated social engineering attacks through the use of AI. And so the ability of AI to in a sense, amplify everything that the bad actors are already trying to do to access money and systems and to defraud is there. The good news is AI can be used as a shield and a sword, of course. And so what you are already seeing is industry and the technology companies using AI to detect deep fakes, to counter fraudulent attacks, to amplify cybersecurity systems. You're seeing institutions use AI to analyze their data in more effective and efficient ways. You're seeing banks and financial institutions use AI to begin to automate processes of compliance controls, things that computers can do more efficiently than humans, allowing then humans to do the more sophisticated investigations, analysis, and judgment calls that humans should be making, allowing the computers and the AI to make those decisions. And certainly we're seeing new tools emerge through the use of AI. Our sister firm, the Institute for Financial Integrity, has come out with the industry's first ever ChatGPT-like function called AskFin, which uses generative AI to use the massive library of expert content that's been curated, as well as open source validated sources to generate information, answers, content for compliance professionals. That's a great use of AI to be able to sift through thousands and thousands of pages of analysis and expert curated content that IFI has come up with. So that's really important and good. And then our sister fintech company, Consilient, has innovated and pioneered the first use of federated AI, federated learning, for the discovery and prevention of financial crime and fraud risk. The beauty of federated AI, which is a branch of AI, is the ability to move and travel algorithms, sharing those models and sharing learnings and insights through data sets, through systems, through transactions, through customer files, without ever having to move, aggregate, or extract that data. And so like bees from a beehive, the algorithms can move to pollinate and to train and to predict on the data sets that they're interrogating, while creating the network effect of shared learnings and insights within the context of the models, without ever moving the data. We think that's a transformative way of thinking about collective risk management, reducing costs, increasing efficiency, discovery of more risk, while protecting data privacy and security. And so those are examples of new tools, capabilities that are allowing industry to think about how to manage risks in front of them in a way that not only counters what the bad guys are doing with AI, but thinks more creatively about the use of new technologies to manage risk. The regulators are obviously on the same ride with industry, often looking skeptically at the use of some of these new tools. But more and more there are sandboxes and allowances and safe harbors emerging around the world where regulators want to innovate. They want to understand how these systems can work. And frankly, technology companies like Consilient coming up with solutions that don't create black boxes, but create explainability as to how the models or the AI are coming up with the answers that they're coming up with. I think this is a fascinating field. We're going to see different uses of AI, different branches of AI being used to counter financial crime, cyber risk, and fraud in the coming years. And the regulators are going to continue to try to catch up with greater and greater allowances, I think, for innovation. You're going to see that demand, I think, in the U.S. grow, and we've certainly seen this in countries around the world where the desire for innovation and perhaps even taking some technological leaps forward is really part of the ethos of these environments. And so those are places where I think you're going to see real innovation in the use of AI, and that will help counter the misuse of AI by criminal actors.